Good vibration, good vibration, good vibration. Ay, ay, good vibration, good vibration, good vibration.
Hey girls, we are literally in the same place where we ended the last vlog. You guys know my philosophy. I actually was already dressed. I had my hair done and my earrings and my makeup looking pretty already. So I was like, let me start another vlog. But anyway, guys, I have to get started on editing. But in this vlog, I don't know exactly what's going on, but what I do know we're going to be doing is making a yummy, delicious pound cake, guys, a lemon pound cake. So I got this from Kroger. So we're going to be doing that. And then honestly, I want to organize the fridge and the pantry and all of this kind of stuff or whatever. And I was like, well, maybe I should show it. But then I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want to be judged. Because you know how the girlies, they be having like those clear containers and stuff like that, like how they make their pantry aesthetically pleasing. I don't have that type of stuff. I don't really think I'm an aesthetic girly. I just like to look pretty and that's it. And I like to look pretty and I like stuff to be pretty, but I wouldn't say I'm an aesthetic girl. And so like, I don't have all of those cute little trays. I wish I had stuff like that, but I just don't, And so anyway, I was like, yeah, maybe they can help me come up with some ideas. Like, how do you like organize? Because I have so many spices and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, we'll do our best or whatever to get that organized. And then another thing that I want to do is kind of get the closet. Well, the closet is always organized, but it could use a little bit of work. I'm not gonna lie, it could use a little bit of work. So we got to do that. And of course, we're going to be doing some chats and just hanging out and some random things. Girl, y'all, my vlogs are not planned. And sometimes I know the girlies, talk about like with the vlogging, you just go with the flow. That's cool. I like that. I don't care. I love me a good vlog. And so I don't care if it's planned or not. But from my experience, what I can say is when you plan out content, like say someone invites you somewhere next week, you already have that plan made, and so in that vlog, whatever you start filming next week, that event is going to be in there and it's going to make the vlog like really, really fun and stuff or whatever. But for me, I am I don't always have those opportunities or whatever, and so that's why I can't exactly tell y'all what's going on in this vlog. But anyway, girls, I think I've yapped enough. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this vlog. And y'all, pray for me that I can get this vlog finished and edited in 3-4 hours max. Okay? All right. But anyway, I'll give you guys a call back later. Hey girls, we are getting ready to go hang out with a friend of mine. It's like a little cute impromptu hangout. I'm not really sure where we're going to go. But she called and was like, hey, you want to do something? And I was like, of course. Guys, I bought this outfit from ASOS and I wore this like over a year ago. And this is my second time wearing this, y'all. I really need to start wearing my clothes more. So as we start getting out and doing more stuff, of course, that will happen. I'm trying to button it. I hate these like tiny little buttons that be on these clothes and you have to loop them in. I'm just like, what was the reason? Okay. So basically, y'all, it's just these cute pants. Really, really cute. And this cute little top. Let me call y'all right back. I'm getting a phone call.
Good vibration. Good vibration. Good vibration. Ay, ay, good vibration, good vibration, good vibration. Ay, 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 that's the positive vibes. That's the positive vibes. That's the positive vibes. Ay, ay.
Hey girls, we are driving our brand new 2025 MDX with the red leather seats. This is the sports package. But anyway, guys, we are here manifesting at the Acura dealership. Guys, I am so excited. This is actually the car that I want. So again, this is actually the Acura RDX. This is a 2025 and it has the red interior with the black piping on the seats, and it is gorgeous. So we are about to test drive one right now. It's going to be a little bit different, but we just want to see how it's going to test drive. But I love, y'all look at the roof. Gorgeous. And the back is spacious. This is a beautiful car.
Seats, heated seats, of course. And it's got
Go to the moon and back.
Oh, so it has the double. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, so it has the panoramic.
yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Just go down the freeway. That's okay. We go down the freeway a little bit
just
and come back.
yep, just
All
the
right.
U-turn and come back. Yes.
It's easy.
It
It's
is.
easy. It's easy. You'll get used to it so quick.
Okay.
It does have. You can't see it, but it has the heads-up display here too,
Okay.
so you can see. And even if you plot a route somewhere, it'll tell you your next turn.
So it has CarPlay too.
Yeah.
Ooh, it purrs. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
The
And
engine.
whatever. Now, but you can do it on the fly.
Okay.
As soon as I get away from all this traffic, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick.
Okay. Oh wow. So
Yeah, it'll stay in the lane. So we're not Tesla. We don't claim to be Tesla.
Right.
But you can, like, if you need to get something from over there, say I'm not paying attention. I hope I'm not scaring y'all.
No, you're
And so
not.
What's happening is told me to put my hands back on the wheel because it's got too much around us.
Right.
Oh, I see.
It's got like that guy in this truck, so he told me to put my hands back on the wheel. But if you're on like a straight highway and nothing's going on, it'll drive itself.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I love that.
So does it sense when you need to slow down? And
it does. It
Okay.
does. So if that truck would have moved in front of us, the adaptive cruise, which is this button right here, which is you have to switch it on. The adaptive cruise would slow you down and keep you a safe distance away from the car in front of
Right.
you.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah. But I know the Acura has had that technology for a long, long time because I used to drive a CL.
Oh,
And my
yeah.
CL Coupe used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And so,
But they kind of second generation did. Yeah. But
Yeah.
your CL, you have a CL, right?
yeah. CL, pearl black, with the chrome rims, the chrome double pipes, and the black interior.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful. All right, girls, I am home, and let me just say this. It felt so good to get out of the house. I'm just like, man, like, I haven't been out of the house, out and about like that guys, it's been 3 months since, the car broke. I think it happened, the car broke in May, and yeah, it's September, and so it's almost been 4 months, and it just felt good to get out of the house. I'm glad I was receptive because y'all know I am the overthinking, precocious, left-handed Capricorn, and I'm typically not spontaneous, but I decided to be today, and I'm glad I was. So we went to Gringo's. The food was amazing. So when my friend was getting ready to pay the bill, there was a guy that was sitting across the bar from us, and he looked over and smiled at us, and we smiled at him, but that was it. Girl, why did he pay our bill? He paid the bill. So the waitress brought the bill back, and the receipt back, and she was like, oh, it was a gentleman that paid for y'all food, but he said not to say anything until he left. I was like, yes, yes. I just felt so good. It just made me feel, I don't know, guys, it just felt really, really good because it's kind of like just a very kind gesture. Really, really kind gesture, and then him not kind of invading our space or coming and talking to us, you know. And then after that, I was like, let's just ride by the Acura dealership. Guys, that is my dream car. That is my dream car. The RDX with the red leather interior, the black piping, the A-Spec package, which is the sports package, black pearl, beautiful, guys. So with the panoramic sunroof, y'all, that is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous car. And I cannot stop smiling. Like, I'm just so happy. Like, I'm just like, wow. I can't remember. I think the car is about $42,000. And so what I should have did, I watched Maya Galore, and in one of her blogs, she went and looked at her dream car, which is a Range Rover. But what she did is bought a keychain, and I wasn't even thinking, and I was like, I should have at least bought a keychain. But I got the guy's, his information, and I'll probably just go on the Acura website and order a keychain, just as something, a symbol of, you know, you trying to get close, you know, I don't know how to explain it, like, just buy the keychain. So I guess it's like a representation of what you're trying to get close to, if that makes any sense. So yeah, and then we had one of the bombshells, y'all. So remember in the last vlog, I was telling y'all, like, I've been fasting, but because I'm not enjoying TikTok anymore, I needed to come up with something else. She suggested that I just do like a Bible study, like just me, you know, that could just kind of be something that I could do or whatever. And I thought that was a good idea. So yeah, girls, like, I don't know, y'all, I can't stop. I can't stop smiling. I'm just like, because I've been looking at that car, looking at the car online, and just like, damn, I wanted to go see it in person. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful car, guys. Like, dreams do come true, you know what I'm saying? And so I am planning for the next step, and I just feel so happy. But oh, this is what I wanted to tell y'all. Now, contrary to popular belief, I know y'all think I'm a chatty patty and I be talking y'all head off and y'all ear off, but what I'm noticing about me now, and I guess because I've just been on my own for the last 5 years, just doing my own thing, and I've been in the house a lot, like these last couple of, well, shit, I've been in the house almost 4 months. I'm noticing I don't talk, I'm friendly, but that's it. Like, I say what needs to be said, and that's it. And it's like, it just feels so weird. And it's like, I hope that I'm not coming across as mean, you know? And it's like, that's something that I'm like, damn, I hope I'm not coming across as mean. But guys, I just don't have a whole lot to say beyond the conversation that needs to be had, you know? And so I don't know, I'm like, damn, people, they probably think, I don't think they think I'm mean, but it's just that I'm asking you about the car, but I don't know, like, maybe I just have to work on my social skills. You know, that's what it is. Like, I've noticed a decline in my social skills. And so that's something that I'll have to work on when I'm in a position to be more social. Because, baby, I was like, let me say this, baby. Y'all, the guy that was giving us, you know, he drove the car, and he was a senior salesman. He was so handsome, y'all. That guy was so handsome, and he was age appropriate, girl. He's a very attractive guy, really in shape or whatever. So yeah, I like that. I'm not gonna lie, baby. The men's was out today. Girl, y'all, the men's was out, and I'm talking about grown men our age, you know, in our age group, not the YNs. The grown men was out, girl. So yeah, we had that going on, and I just feel so happy, guys. I really do. Like, I just feel like I'm getting I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel just so happy and so excited. We're gonna make our lemon bars. I don't know if y'all want to make these tonight. I don't know, girl. Should we make them tonight? Maybe we should just make these tomorrow. So yeah, girl, I think that's all I have going on. I need to get ready to film this month's show. Oh, you know what? Let me open this thing. We got a little package or whatever. We got London on the track. But I'm sorry. Hey, okay, guys. So yeah, y'all know, y'all seen me work with Bob and Brad before. So they want me to do another sponsorship with them with the eye mask. However, the one I have is not working anymore, so they sent me a new one. So we're gonna do this sponsorship. I think it's like a two-minute sponsorship or something like that. But yeah, so y'all will see this in an up and coming vlog. We got that going on. What else? Oh my god, I feel so happy, girls. Oh my goodness, y'all, we're gonna get a new car soon. Well, maybe for our birthday, maybe for my birthday I'll get a new car. I don't know yet. I'm just manifesting it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, wait a minute. Before I let you guys go, he told me that I could trade old Bessie. And I said, but old Bessie is down for the count. And he was like, that doesn't matter. He was like, you could just trade that in. And he was just like, so he asked me to send him the VIN details, and I'll do that in a minute. And then he'll send me the information back or whatever. So I did explain to him that the control valve is what the issue was. So yeah, girls, y'all, this is the happiest I've been in a really, really long time. I just feel like the last time I was really, really happy was when we was down to the snow. Remember when it snowed in January? Literally, I feel like that's the last time I was just on this high. But I don't want to talk y'all ear off, guys. Let me get my VIN number and the details together so I can send it to that guy. And when he responds back, I'm gonna tell y'all what he says. So let me take care of that and I'll call y'all back. All right, girls. Okay, so the guy emailed, well, he texted me back or whatever and told me that they were getting ready to close. And so he's gonna have a little bit more information on Monday in regards to my car. He said that he would also double check to see if there was a recall or anything. And he said if all else fails, I could just, like, you know, trade it in. But anyway, we're not ready for a car note, but it sure feel good to, you know, manifest or whatever. But anyway, as far as the way that car drive, baby, that car is so sexy. Baby, them red leather seats, that's a sexy car. And I was like, this car has too much of my personality, because I like the fact that it's sexy, but as far as just kind of, it's not a real, I mean, it's a head turner, but it's not like boom in your face. You know what I'm saying? And then when you drive it, it's like really quiet. It's non-confrontational. But when you put it in turbo mode, that bitch get nasty. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, well, she get nasty. That's not the part of my personality that I'm shy. But no, seriously, it's like quiet, but she get mean. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not a quiet person per se, but I can get mean. And so I was like, oh, she gets mean. And so when you put her in turbo mode, baby, she get mean as hell. And I'm like, I love it, baby. So anyway, y'all, I love that car so much. So the one that I want is a pearl black with the red leather seats with the black piping. And it doesn't have the suede inlay, which is fine. I don't need that. But I just, man, that car is bad. Oof, it's bad, girl. It's bad. And it's reasonably priced, you know. And so I think after having an Infinity, I'm done. As far as, you know, going forward, I'll just have an Acura or Honda or Lexus or a Toyota. That's it for the kid. That's it for me. But yeah, girl. So that's what's been going on. I was also over here working on this thumbnail. We got that done. And then I had a little bit of my food. You know, girl, food sure tastes good when somebody else pays for it, don't it? Especially when it's unexpected. So overall, y'all, this was like a really, really good day. I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. Like I just want to be snuggled up in my bed, but I still have some work to do or whatever. So I just I'm a little tired. And then I was like, oh, maybe we should make those lemon bars. And I was like, no, because when we were at Gringo's, you know, they have free ice cream. And so I had a little bit of that. And I'm like, no, I already had something sweet for today. So we'll just wait on that. But yeah, girls, I guess I'm about to just get into bed and relax. I need to take this makeup off. I have 2 sponsorships I need to film, but I don't feel like it, girls. I don't have the energy. So I think what I'll do is just film that stuff in the morning. But yeah, if I come up with anything else to talk about, I'll give you guys a call back. All right, girls, rise and shine, girls, rise and grind. So we're getting ready to go work out. We're gonna do I want to do a long, not a long walk, but I want to walk, I guess, like the Beltway, if that makes any sense. There's like a sidewalk that runs concurrent with the Beltway, so I'm gonna do that. But anyway, so nothing spectacular is what I'm wearing. A pair of leggings that keep sliding down, that's making me mad. A jacket, because y'all know I be wanting to cover my booty up because I don't want that type of attention when I'm walking. I'm wearing this cute little top from ASOS because I don't want all my boobs out when I'm walking. So this shirt keep coming up, girl. So what I decided to do was clip the microphone to the shirt. That way I don't have to worry about it popping up and keep pulling it down when I walk. I wish I had something to keep these leggings up. I need some leggings that's gonna fit your whole waist. Look, these are a little baggy in the back or whatever. So yeah, girls, I need to grab my keys and my phone. So I will try to get some footage if I can. If not, we'll just reconvene here down to the Bombshell headquarters. But anyway, let me go ahead and get everything, and I'll see you guys later. All right, girls, so we made it basically to the destination almost. So I'm getting a little hungry. So we're gonna stop at La Madeleine's and get some fruit and some water and just, you know, kind of sit down for a minute. And we're gonna make our way back. It took me a while to get here because the way that I went, girl, it's no sidewalks. I literally just finished walking in a big old field of grass. It's really nice outside today. It's a little bit of sun, but it's kind of windy, so it's super nice. I did not know La Madeleine's opens, I think they open like at 8. So that's a good thing. But anyway, girls, oh yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, this was a long walk. But I'll see y'all when we get in the restaurant. All right, girls, we are about to eat our delicious strawberries, but the bombshells eat first. So this is these are the strawberries with the, I don't know what the name of the sauce is. I want to say like the Romanoff sauce or something like that. So delicious. Addicting, you hear me? But anyway, girl, let me put this microphone on my shirt because we finna get to it. So girls, as far as the fast, it is going amazing. I cannot believe how focused I am and how determined I am and how my good Lord, what was that? So how much my interest has changed is amazing. Like, it's just, this was, I'm gonna be honest, girls, this was one of the best decisions I have made. One thing that I've always had was discipline. And so when I lost my way, I guess, you know, it felt terrible. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I used to just like, girl, I'm finna have a moment of transparency. Girl, I used to be on the phone with my sister and I would just cry. And I would just tell her, I would be like, I just feel like a loser. Y'all, I would feel like a loser because it would be like, I just could not get out of that bed. I couldn't get out of the bed. I couldn't get myself motivated. It was just so hard, you know. And the only thing that brought me peace and comfort would be on TikTok. Literally, that would be it. And so I wouldn't really eat. I would just be in the bed watching TikTok. And it just feels like my depression started. Y'all remember last year when we had that hurricane? Was it a hurricane? Yeah, we had a hurricane here in Houston. In fact, Hurricane Beryl. That's when it started. After the hurricane, it's like, I don't know what happened. And I literally, so when the hurricane came, the only sense of comfort I had was TikTok. And unfortunately, that habit carried through. But I just started to really get depressed, and it just got worse and worse and worse. Mind you, I was already kind of dealing with depression from, you know, the fire and stuff. And so it just felt like a pile on, and then other things just kept happening. And I just could not pull myself out of this fog. And so I'm going to say this in every blog. I'm going to keep saying it in every blog. If there is anyone out there and you need a reset, you need to be pulled out of a dark place, I'm going to tell you the place where you start is going to be with discipline, obedience, fasting. Well, prayer first, because it's the prayer that's going to get you the discipline that you need. It's the prayer that, you pray and you ask God to help you get out of the bed, help you with your, because if you were a doom scroller like me, it's hard to break that habit. So you just pray and you ask God to help you, and that's the first key or whatever. And then little by little, he'll help you. Now, there will be some days where you might, relapse, if you will. I had days where I relapsed, and that's completely normal. It is completely normal. And don't beat yourself up too bad, because, Rome was not built in a day. But every day you got to fight for you, because what I started to realize is like those voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, you don't measure up or whatever it is. Those voices come in your place. Well, for me, they came in my place of comfort. So those were the scary voices in my head when I would be laying in the bed that would keep me depressed. And unfortunately, I would listen to that. But the minute you learn how to fight it, you'll be okay. And so, some days I would just get up and just start moving. That's kind of how I started. I would just get out of the bed. The bed for me, is not a safe place, because that's when I tend to, wallow in my sorrow or whatever. So if you can just make yourself get up and get out of the bed, that's number one. And number two, just slowly start incorporating the things that you want in terms of your fast or whatever. Also, getting up and moving your body. I'm not saying get out here and be a power walker like me and walk half of the city of Houston. I'm not saying that. But get up and start moving your body every day. And, I'm telling you, like those little things of, I guess like the little hits of discipline will start to come, and then it'll get to the point where you'll look forward to getting up in the morning. Now I feel like I have something to look forward to. And so it's been the best decision that I've made. And I just want to encourage somebody out there to do the same. And if you're not like a person who's familiar with prayer, or, like I'm still learning the Bible, but what's helped me learn how to pray is listening to gospel music. And like the other day, I started feeling bad because I prayed one day and I was asking God, like, I command you. And I was like, I felt bad after that, because I was like, I don't think I can command God to do anything. And then someone in their song, they was saying that. They basically said, God, we command you. And so I was like, okay. And so that's why you got to read the Bible for yourself. Don't just go to church. Don't just listen to sermons. You got to read the Bible for yourself. And so anyway, of course, I went in the Bible and found out that you can command God. You can invite him into your situation. You can ask him why. And in addition to that, you can, you can declare and you can decree to God whatever it is that you want, if it's aligned with his will or whatever. And so I learned the words war cry. And I didn't know the other day, like when I was just kind of, like crying out loud or praying out loud, really just with a lot of passion and conviction. Like, I didn't know that was called a war cry. But I'm telling you, it's like the minute I prayed that prayer, the chains started breaking, doors started opening. Oh, girls, another prayer that I pray is I ask God to open doors that no man can close, and close doors that no man can open. That is the prayer that I pray. And it has been so helpful in just manifesting and believing and just getting out and doing things that you didn't think you could do. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think I could make this walk. I did not, y'all. I just woke up this morning and challenged myself, and look at us. Here we are, we made the walk or whatever. So it's only up from here, girls. But I am about to eat my strawberries. I think I have preached to you girls enough. Rochelle Jakes over here. Rochelle Luther King. I preached to you girls enough, and I'm going to enjoy my strawberries, and then I'll give you guys a call back when I'm done. Hey girls, y'all, I have been home for a periodically long time. I came home, I took a shower, and I put on this super cutie jumpsuit, girls. I'm gonna show y'all when I finish my hair. But listen, girls, we're about to get down to business. Get your pen and get your paper because I have some tea. I got 30 things of tea for y'all, girl. But listen, guys, and this is why I tell y'all to stop being intimidated by these job descriptions. Girl, I have taken my own resume and have treated myself as if I am my own client. I deconstructed my resume, and when I deconstructed my resume, I realized that I am literally a master in mergers and acquisitions, girl, because we did a lot of that work, mergers and acquisitions, when I worked at Waste Management. More acquisitions though. And so I was like, oh my God, you know, and it's like you are at work and you're doing all of this stuff. Like if you work in a, you know, role that has you enter data and you're basically entering data into the system from another system, that's called data migration. It's just been interesting because I'm like, oh my God, what's this? And it's like, for example, change management. Change management is just wordplay. If you haven't been back out there looking for something, you're not going to know, or you're going to feel intimidated. But you're probably really doing that at your current role anyway, especially for my girlies that work in customer service. Girl, the girls who work in customer service, come to the front. I need you guys to understand that you're doing more data migration and integration than what you know. You know, you're doing a lot of that work, but you don't realize it, that's what you're doing. Anytime your company pulls you for these quote unquote special projects because you're a senior representative at the company, and they pull you for a special project and they pull you off the phone and they sit you down and it's a new system, they train you on it real quick, and then you have to go in and click this and click that and configure this and do test runs. Sis, you are a system analyst, okay? I told you, girls, we need to be delusional. As long as you can explain exactly what it is that you do in a way that's going to relate to the title that you are applying for, you should be okay. Another thing too that I'll need to tell y'all, when y'all get in these interviews, do not let these people chew y'all up and beat up on y'all. And what I mean by chew you up and beat up on you, don't get in the interview and just let the person interviewing you ask all of the questions and just, so tell me about a time. You ask him to tell you about a time. Tell me about a time when you had an employee that was not meeting your standard. You don't want to seem condescending, but what you do want to do is come to the table and ask the questions, because you are just as empowered as the person interviewing you. You have to make sure that you want to work there as much as they make sure that they want you to work there. And so you have to do your due diligence. It's no different than when you meet a guy and you start kind of digging in the background on him and you find out that fool that stole lemon pepper down to the Walmart, girl. You know what I'm saying? He done been down to Walmart stealing lemon pepper and pork chops and salt meat and all kinds of shit. You ain't gonna want him. So you need to do the same with these companies. And you know, the company version of stealing salt meat and lemon pepper is like them having bankruptcies, or either them just having a bad track record and having constant class action lawsuits and profit loss year after year after year. You might not want to work for them because they just have a bad public image. Or even companies like, all of this bad stuff has happened. You are based in Houston. You are a Houston company. Your headquarters started in Houston, and then you were able to branch out. We done had 10 national disasters. Everybody done pulled up to help out. We got Delta, we got Fiesta, HEB, we got Marshalls, we got Ross. Everybody done pulled up and came together to help all of these communities with these national disasters. But y'all didn't come and help. I don't want to work for a company like that, because why didn't y'all pull up and help with it? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I be getting passionate, because those are the things that I look for when I get ready to go to work for a company. And the reason why I look for that type of stuff is because I got bamboozled and hoodwinked. It was a scheme that tossed it up to come to us with The bullshit. I got scammed by a company before that had been bankrupt 7 times, and my dumb ass still went and worked for them fools. And it was terrible. And y'all, I didn't last at that company for 4 months because they was a damn scam and a sham, girl. So anyway, and so now I don't just tap the surface. I don't just scratch the surface. I look at everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to see your social footprint. And I also want to see that you have initiatives. Are you even trying to hire women? What's the woman to man ratio in your roles? What have you done for your community? Have you pulled up to help anybody? Have you helped out with any of these natural disasters? What have you contributed? Do you have anything? If you're an engineering firm, are you a part of something that has to do with, embracing kids that are in STEM? Like, what are you doing for the community? You know what I'm saying? Or what are you doing? Like, y'all just sitting here just getting fat off the hog and just taking money and not helping nobody? And that's a big thing, because I'm gonna be honest, companies want to know the same thing about you. If you haven't worked in 7 months and you ain't been out here doing nothing, and if they be like, so what have you been doing these last 7 months? Shit, nothing, at home watching reruns of Jerry Springer. They not gonna hire you. So if you can't, you need to say that you've been pursuing your certifications, or you've been in school and you've been helping your community, and of course you've been looking for a job, because looking for a job is a part-time job. Like, you need to be able to speak to that, because just like I'm judging companies, especially these Houston-based companies, girl, y'all would not believe some of these big corporations in Houston that did not show up for Hurricane Beryl, that did not show up for Hurricane Harvey, they didn't show up for nothing. Y'all, even when I was at ABB, we pulled up to the scene. We pulled up to the scene with the roof missing. Of course we did, because we decommissioning, you know what I'm saying? I did decommissioning of projects or whatever. So naturally the roof needs to be missing if I'm gonna send my engineers out there. But I digress. All I'm saying is, like, they not gonna want, if you cannot say if you can't justify your time and what you've been doing for 7 months, and it's just an open gap. Even if you saying I took care of my mom, or I was taking care of my family member, or whatever it is, they want you to be able to justify that. So then, and I'm only saying this if you have quite a few options on the table, but just be mindful, y'all. Please, girlies who live in the South, and I'm saying that now, I'm not gonna just classify, I'm not gonna just limit it to the South, but for all of us girls who live in states and cities who are known for natural disasters, you want to know that the company you're gonna work for has some level of humanitarian, because if they don't take initiative to go help out in the community when some shit get real, because it will, because it does, it happens. If they didn't pull up to go help out the community, they not gonna do nothing to help you as an individual employee. So that's just something to think about, But anyway, did I get off track? Y'all done got off track. Okay, let me get back on track. But anyway, so, oh no, I'm still on track. So anyway, so when you are interviewing, you want to do your due diligence. You want to see what them fools are on the NASDAQ. And I know y'all probably like, damn, Rochelle, you be doing all of that? Hell yes, I do all of it. Because guess what? They doing all of that on me. They probably like, well, when you were 6 years old, you pulled a tag off of a mattress, and that's a federal offense. We can't hire you, So they be, girl, trust and believe me, they digging deep down in the crevices of your past, of your employment history. And sometimes, girl, they be wanting to do a credit check, girl. Them fools be like, you must be able to, well, I don't know, that you must be able to meet a standard of a credit check. When I went to ABB, I had to have my credit checked, but that's because I was dealing with huge sums of money, and I was responsible for, the company spending cards and stuff like that or whatever. So that's, that's why. And I get it or whatever. So yeah, girl, they be wanting to do a credit check, a blood test check. Like, I mean, so when you get in the interview, I'm not saying be like, be aggressive, but I am saying that you need to be just as prepared as they are, and you need to use a 5-to-3 ratio. And what the 5-to-3 ratio is, They have 5 questions. You need to at least have 3, but them 3 need to be heavy hitters. And them 3, that food needs to be dancing. You know what I'm saying? You need to make that food tap dance. Also, when you have an interview with someone like someone that's like real senior level, they don't know how to interview because that's not what they do. They at the top telling people what to do. So when you have a senior level person like that, that's your time to shine. And you need to find out everything about that food. You need to find out if he was adopted. You need to find out what his mama name was. If she knew how to bake cookies, you need to find out everything about that food. What college he went to, you know what I'm saying? And then you can, cause they're gonna ask you, what do you know about the company? So you need to tell them what you know about the company. I would definitely tell them about, so if they say, well, what do you know about this company? I'll say, what I do know is that you guys are, okay, let me get professional because I've been over here acting like a corporate thug. Well, based on my research, I found out that your headquarters are located in Austin. I also see that you guys are standing approximately at a 9.36 on the NASDAQ stock market, which is a jump. And I also researched the fact that you guys had an unexpected jump in revenue of about 15% that was not forecasted from the previous year. And after that, don't say nothing because you just loaded that fool up. You know how you load up a baked potato? You know how you load it up? You just loaded that fool up with information because number one, who looks at the NASDAQ? I do. This girl right here, I'm looking at the NASDAQ, boo. I'm looking at it. I'm also looking to see if you guys have that little blurb that companies now have. Like, we don't discriminate against pregnancy, women, LGBT, we are whatever. I'm looking at every single thing. And so when I ask my questions are heavy, like, impactful questions, and you gonna have to think. You not gonna just sit here and have me tap dancing and have me sweating all up under my ears and behind my knees because I'm nervous because you asking these questions. You gonna sweat too. We both gonna be sweating. You hear me? So there's definitely a strategy. So yeah, but anyway, girl, thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. I just needed to tell y'all that because I got pissed off this weekend when I was looking at these jobs and I realized that company, the company that I worked for, basically had us doing stuff that, you know, we should have been far more compensated for than what we were. But, you know, when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? And now I know. I'm going to be honest. And okay, I'm going to say this and we going to move on to something else. But let me just say this. A lot of y'all out there, y'all surgeons and don't even know it. You guys are surgeons. You're a physician and don't even know it. The company that is snuck and got you certified in medicine, you probably a doctor. But these companies so slick. They slicker than a horse's ass, girl. And you probably are a full-on physician and you don't know it. All you thinking that you doing is putting a Band-Aid on somebody's finger, girl. But anyway, okay, I'm done. But like, y'all, didn't the hair come out gorgeous? I'm gonna finish curling the back, but I just wanted to look pretty for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like looking pretty. Okay, girls, let me wash my hands and we're gonna go in here and make these, this lemon pound cake. All right, girls, welcome to Rock's Ratchet Kitchen, where things try to be classy, but if the food is really good, they get nasty. You know what? I'm sorry about y'all. I'm just in a very jovial mood today. All right, so we've already melted the butter, guys. So today we will be making the Meyer lemon pound cake, and it does come with the lemon glaze here. So it says use 10 teaspoons of butter. So I already did that. So the butter has been melted and it's in here. So we're gonna add in our mix. Okay. Y'all, I could not find my pink apron. So I had to put on the coordinating pink shirt. Y'all, I have this thing that I do when I clean out my closet and I just do like a whole overhaul of my house. Y'all, I will literally throw stuff away. Well, not throw it away, but I'll give it away and won't remember. And I'm like, I hope I did not give my apron away. Okay, so it says add 1 egg. So we have our egg here. Guys, instead of doing like the traditional pound cake, we're gonna do cupcakes. And so I basically will make 6 cupcakes out of this. And now guys, we're gonna add our water. It says 3/4 cups of water. So let's get to mixing. Oh my God, this smells amazing, girls. So how is the fast going for you guys? Are you guys still staying disciplined? Have you decided to, instead of doing the fast, maybe just make a commitment to read the Bible more or to go on more walks? Like, how is it going? Let me know in the comment section. Now, see, in the last video, I told you girls to get down to the comment section and brag about yourselves, but I guess y'all just was feeling, you know, shy or whatever. But I do appreciate all of the positive comments I got on the last video. You know, like, just, you know, we're going through life and being in such a hard time, especially when you're not used to it. It just feels like nothing is ever going to change. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like you're going to be in that situation forever. But I know you're not. You know, I know that things change, seasons change or whatever. But, oh, girl, it gets tough, you know? Okay, it's not supposed to be this thick. Hold on, let me add a little bit more water. I don't really have to give a play-by-play on this stuff, and that's because I feel like 95% of my audience, you guys are better cooks than I am and better bakers than I am. Now, I do feel that I'm a pretty good cook when I do, you know, but I cook for my own taste, you know what I'm saying? But I just be feeling like when we cook over here, I don't necessarily have to show y'all how to do stuff because y'all be telling me how to do stuff. I wish we had like some type of blueberry puree, because one thing that's really, really good is like blueberry with lemon. And speaking of blueberry, so yesterday at Gringo's, I had blueberry, the blueberry, what was the name of that drink? Mule. And when I tell you it was so good, she made it with blueberry liquor and it was so freaking good, girl. Oh my God, I could not help myself. So yeah, oh, this is gonna be so freaking good. Y'all know I don't know how to act. Okay, I think this consistency looks about right. Y'all, we're gonna have to get up tomorrow morning and walk 10 miles to you know, to pay this off. All right, y'all, you know something else that I want to get, or I probably haven't told y'all the first thing I want to get. I want to do a few little upgrades to the house. You know, just replace a couple of things and just kind of switch things out. But that, you know, that's coming or whatever. So I also want to get like a really pretty set of like, you know, mixing bowls and stuff like that, because my stuff is just, you know, it's ratchet. But that's why we call this Rock's Ratchet Kitchen, basically, because, you know, that way it don't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So if something don't come out right, if it end up being burnt or whatever, I can justify it by saying, well, guys, this is Rock's Ratchet Kitchen. So yeah, y'all, we might have to make more than just the 6, because girl, it's a lot in here. Okay, girls, let me fill these things up and then I'll give you guys a call back once we make the like the frosting or the icing or whatever this is. But let me concentrate on this. Or do y'all want to hang out with me while we do this? Okay, you know what? We just gonna hang out while I do this. Hold on. Oh, these gonna be so good. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I had a little bit of a ice cream cone yesterday at Gringo's as well, so I know. And we had them strawberries this morning, girl. See, we had them strawberries, but the strawberries were not too bad. I think it's just that Romanoff sauce that's, you know, could get you in a little bit of trouble. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm like, I know that I have to have some type of fruit or berries or something in the freezer. I'm gonna look and see if I have anything. Okay, this was good. Look, oh, scrumptious. Baby, oh y'all have got to get this mix. This is from Kroger. And I think they have another, I'm pretty confident that they have another flavor. So I'm trying to think if I should get another, I don't know. You know what, this is fine because I don't want to get a whole nother cupcake cup. And then, you know, let me see, I'm going to put this in here. I'm just trying to make them even. But girl, this stuff surely is thick. It surely is thick, girl. Okay. Oh my God, I feel like I have like an eyelash or something in my eye. It is wearing me out. All right, so this is how they look. So we need to let them bake for approximately, girl, not her telling me 42 minutes. I know you fucking lying, girl. 42 minutes? I'm mad. I want my cupcakes right now. All right, girls, y'all, look at our muffins. I actually already started eating one, so don't judge me. Don't judge me, girl. Judge your edges. You hear me? Oh, look at them. Look, they look so pretty. Oh my God, they look so pretty. I'm so proud of myself. And baby, when I tell you they so soft and moist and buttery, oh girl. Let me see. Yes. Pop goes a weasel, cause a weasel go pop. But anyway, okay. So we still need to make our the glaze. I'm gonna be honest, I don't particularly need the glaze, but it says put the glaze on there, so that's what we're gonna do. You know what? I have something on my mind I want to talk about. I hate when parents don't feel that kids deserve a level of respect. And what I mean by that is this. Hold on, let me throw this away. If your kid comes home, we'll just say he's in high school and he has some food or whatever, and you come in his room and you say, you know, what do you have? And he says, oh, I have some donuts. And then you just stick your hand in a box and get one, and he gets upset with you. And then in turn, you go off on him and be like, do you know how much I paid for you to take them classes? Do you know how much I paid for you to do this and do that? I think that that is terrible. And the reason why, it's like, you know, basically you telling the kid, oh, don't get mad because I ate some of your food. But you would not have done that to an adult. You know, and it's like, can we normalize giving kids the same amount of respect that we would give our siblings, parents, and friends? Like, come on. And so, and then I hate when they be like, oh, well, you get to live under my roof. And I'm like, but they still deserve respect. I hate that. And I'm only saying that because I was listening to Pastor Mike Jr. And he was saying that his son plays football and his son eats a lot. So the little son brought home some quesadillas, and so he came in the room. He was like, oh, what you got there? And the little boy was like, oh, some quesadillas. So he didn't stuck his hand in the box, and so the boy got upset or whatever. And so he was like, you know how much I paid for you to have football and this and that. And it's like, okay, I get that, but he is deserved. Even a dog is due respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect kids. Like, I don't understand that. I hate that. Because ain't no way in hell you would have did that to anybody else, whether they lived with you or not, and they were an adult. Like, oh my God. And that be the kind of shit that makes kids, like, when they go off to college. You ever met a kid who went off to college and he just stayed in that college town until he was 80 years old? That's why. Because it's like the minute they get a chance to get out that house, get away from their parents, they be gone. I know so many kids who went to Prairie View, like kids from Michigan, kids just from Chicago, California, girl. They done came down to PV and they hated it at home. And they used to be like, I said, the first time I got a chance to get away from my mama and my daddy, I was never going back. And when I tell y'all they never went back, girl, y'all, them people literally ended up being professors at Prairie View and living in Cypress, Texas. Like, literally, people from Chicago that went to PV 1,000 years ago literally literally never left. Or and if they didn't do that, they just never moved back home. And I'm just like, man, listen. Everybody has a story to tell, okay? And what Erica De Niro TV be saying is like, you cannot be mad when people tell their experience of you. She says something like that. You know, you can't get upset when people, you know, they tell the story of who you were to them. Everybody has a story to tell, and you're gonna play a different character in everybody's story. Some stories you're gonna be the villain, and some stories you're gonna be the victim. Other stories you're gonna be the good guy. You know, and so I don't like shit like that. Like, I mean, I know kids be doing stuff and getting in trouble or whatever, but let's just still keep respect in mind. Oh, you know what else I wanted to say? You know how them girls, them high school girls and them little middle school and elementary school girls be mean, and they be young, and you be thinking to yourself, how did you get this mean already? Girl, you only 13 and you're already mean. Listen, mean mamas create mean daughters. Let me say that again. Mean mamas create mean daughters. So your mama was mean, and now you done grew up to be the mean queen. I'm telling y'all, are either people who are highly critical of their kids. Like, it's like this lady was on Oprah Winfrey a long time ago, and she was saying like, one day she was in her room and she called her kids in there, and as soon as they came in the room, they start like fixing their clothes and just like, you know, straightening their clothes up. And this, she was like, she realized that she was always criticizing how their clothes looked and criticizing them, and it wasn't until she witnessed them like trying to straighten themselves up before she had even said anything. And I think I also think that, like, if y'all ever met someone who has nothing positive to say about nobody, who's critical towards everybody, always has something to say, I be feeling like you doing that because that's how your mama used to do you, or you observe your mom being that way towards people, so you pick that up, and so now you're a highly critical, extremely judgmental, mean person. Like, you just have these terrible characteristics. People who, you know, did not have the chance to witness, I can't say everyone had the opportunity to witness their mom taking care of business like I did. I had the you know, I guess the luxury or the positive experience of witnessing my mom take care of business on the phone, like with phone companies and stuff. And I would just listen to her. So at a young age, I knew how to take care of business. But I also know people who mama them, like, how your mama cuss everybody out? Your mama didn't call HL&P, Houston Lighting and Power. Y'all remember Houston Lighting and Power? Your mama didn't call HL&P and cuss them out. She cussed. How your mama be getting into it with everybody? Your light's finna get cut off and she cussing them out. But anyway, it's like people who grew up and with a mom that was highly confrontational, always getting into it with everybody, they're gonna end up being that way until they, I guess, kind of fix themselves, or if they see it as a problem. Funky Dineva was talking about that. Like, he said he grew up and his mom would be like cussing everybody out all the time and stuff. And so he used to be that way. And so I get, like, if you went to the school of Tia Kemp, the cussing school of Tia Kemp, you know how to have the conversation you need to have, if you know what I mean. But that shouldn't always be your core. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're gonna be able to get somebody, hit them where they hurt, and you still be able to do an intelligent read. But anyway, I'm going down a rabbit hole. All I'm saying is this: I just feel like mean parents, critical parents, manipulative parents. Like, look at how that man manipulated his son out of the quesadillas. You done stuck your big old fat dirty hands down to my food, and now you cussing me out. You stuck your big old wide hand in my food, dirty hands, you ain't washed your hands nothing, in my food, and then you gonna cuss me out because I'm mad because you disrespected me, but then you gonna tell me I live in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a manipulation tactic. And so I'm like, okay, you're teaching him how to be a manipulator. But anyway, I'm finna get off my horse because I don't have no children. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no children, but I just know that manipulative adults don't just wake up one day and be manipulative. That is a damn learned behavior. Very much so. But anyway, girl, so yeah. Oh, look at that glaze, girl. You know what? I just realized something, girl. We should have probably tested this glaze out. Let me see.
Oh, SpongeBob, why?
Oh, girl. Baby, I wish I knew how to do a hallelujah shout. Okay, let me come back down. Oh my God, this is so good. I should have gave y'all a bite. I can still get, let me test it out for y'all first. Let me, you know, since I'm the Food and Drug Administration, I need to test it out for y'all first. And then with the sauce, and then if it meets the standard, I'll give y'all some. Baby, girl, these old jailhouse ass cupcakes. her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is so good. What is going on? Hold on. Oh my God. Y'all know what this remind me of? Remember that KFC commercial with Ella Fitzgerald and her granddaughter, and Ella Fitzgerald was singing. She was singing some song about the chicken or whatever, and then she pointed at her granddaughter. She was like, "Hit it, baby," and the little girl was like, wait a minute, I'm sorry, girl. Y'all, every time I think about this commercial, I laugh because, y'all, I used to fucking hate this commercial when I was a little kid. I hated that commercial so bad. But anyway, so Ella Fitzgerald was just singing, and then she pointed at the little granddaughter, and she was just like, "Hit it, baby," and the little granddaughter was like, "We shoobity doobity doobity." Wait a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it again. She's like, she's like, wait a minute, girl. I'm so weak, y'all. I'm weak. Hold on. Let me try to do it again. Oh my God, I'm weak. The little girl, she's like, oh my God. Okay. Let me try to do it again. Oh my God. The little girl's like, oh Lord, I'm hot. I'm getting hot, y'all. My wig about to come. My wig better sweat off, girl. I'm getting hot. Oh my God, I'm so weak. Okay, let me do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh this time. Okay, for real, y'all. Okay, let me make my mouth. I'm trying to like make it. Okay. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Oh my God. Okay. She's like, the little girl, she's like, oh my God, okay. Oh Lord, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, she's saying, y'all, I gotta get this out. I'm sorry, I gotta get this out. It's the Capricorn in me. I have got to get this out. Okay, so I'm gonna try it again. She's like, y'all stop looking at me, because that's what's making me nervous. I mean, that's what's making me laugh. Y'all know, like, y'all don't look at, close y'all eyes. Okay, let me see it. Let me try it again. Let me try to do it again. She's saying, okay, wait a minute. She say, okay, wait a minute. Okay, no, I'm for real. I'm gonna do it for real, seriously. She say they shoobity doobity doobity doobity, they do chicken right. Girl, I literally had to go find that commercial on YouTube because I was like, y'all, because I talked about this like years ago. I was like, y'all, do not make a liar out of me. Tell me that that's, because I hated that commercial so bad. And girl, wait a minute, my sister gonna tell me when I was a little kid or whatever, I would always get mad when the commercial came on because I just hated when the little girl was singing. Girl, my sister gonna tell me talking about you just hating on her because you jealous of her. I said, how I'm jealous of her, girl? She had them old dry ponytails, girl. I was like, baby, how I'm jealous of her? My scalp is greased. It's glazed up like a donut, girl. My sister used to forever tell me I was jealous of that little girl and Rudy from the Cosby Show. She was like, you just, because we were all like, me and that little girl and Rudy, we were, not Rudy, Vanessa. We was all around the same age or whatever. And so when they were little kids, I was a little kid. We would watch the show or whatever. And my sister be like, yeah, you just jealous. You jealous of Vanessa. And I'm like, baby, I am not jealous of Vanessa. Y'all, we used to have a whole argument about me being jealous of Vanessa from the Cosby Show. But anyway. That was so good. Okay. So this is what your cupcake is going to look like when the glaze is, you know, cooling off. So these cupcakes are really, really good, but I can actually tell you, like, they're good, they're thick, but just for me personally, it's not something like, I'm not gonna have to worry about coming back in here in 15 minutes and eating one because they're very, very dense. And that's because it's really pound cake, but it is so good, y'all. Y'all make these with y'all kids or your grandkids or your boo. Oh, make these with your boo, and then y'all can have like some champagne and cupcakes, girl. So yeah. But y'all, I needed that laugh. I did. I really needed that laugh. So I've been in a overall pretty upbeat mood. You know what I'm saying? I'm really enjoying just having discipline and, you know, getting up in the morning and having a strategy to do stuff. You know, it feels good to wake up and be like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this. And I just think that walking and praying and stuff it's really changed just, you know, my energy level and my outlook and stuff like that or whatever. So yeah, I'm very, very happy. Let me put this up. All right, girls. So we have come to the end of the vlog. Did I ever tell y'all when I was a little kid, me and my sisters used to watch Mickey Mouse and I would cry at the end of every episode because of the way that they sang that song? It would be so sad. They would be like, M-I-C, that's the end, K-E-Y, see you next week, M-O-U-S-C. Y'all, I used to be crying every single time, girl. I remember one time I was crying, girl. I guess my mama was sick of me. I remember catching a whooping because I was crying when Mickey Mouse was going out, but the song, the way that they sang it would just be so sad. And it just made you feel like you were never going to see the episode or you were never going to see it again, but it would always come back next week. So the message in that is this. I know it may feel like the end. I know you feel like you'll never see your breakthrough. I know it feels sad, but just remember, it always comes back, okay? Y'all like how I did that? Look at me prophesizing. But no, seriously, like sometimes we'll pray for something, and this is something that I can, you know, testify to. Last week I was praying for something like, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord. And then it happened, and then I was like, all right, cool. And then now it's something else. And it's like you panic every time. And then, of course, God always ends up coming through. So yeah. But anyway, what I need to do is go ahead and start editing this vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm going to be very, very honest with you girls. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself these last few days, just creating the content. It might be because I was able to get out of the house and just do something different. And plus we went and test drove our new car because we are absolutely going to get that Acura with the red interior. We're gonna get it. And so it just feels good to it just felt good to, you know, because it just felt good to go see the car because I had been looking at it online, and the online pictures does that car no justice. You got to see it in person. It is gorgeous, it's sexy, it's quiet, but when you turn that turbo on, it get mean. It get hit it, baby. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo. No, okay, I'm sorry. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole again. But anyway, so no, guys, but seriously, in all seriousness, I have so much enjoyed making this vlog. This has been so much fun, and I'm in such a great headspace. The best is yet to come. You know, I would just tell anyone out there, I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying it. If you are going through a time where you are feeling lost, you're feeling confused, you don't know what to do, and you are using something to just kind of help you through it, and whatever that thing is keeping you distracted and it's stopping you from figuring out your purpose, give that thing up, whatever it is. For me, y'all know it was TikTok. But for you, it might be just having, you know, a couple of extra glasses of wine, one too many. I don't know. Whatever the thing is for you, if you can actively fast and give it up, or slowly cut back, or whatever you have to do until you start seeing, you know, a breakthrough, I would encourage that you do it, because I felt lost for a long time. I always knew that I was a smart cookie. I always knew that I had everything in me to do anything I wanted to do, but I didn't, because I just felt lost, and I was like just losing my passion, losing my creativity, the depression, all of that. And this fast has absolutely, it has reignited my Capricorn. My Capricorn has been broke for 2 years, and for all of the Capricorns out there, y'all know what that means. Like, we have this drive. You know, it's just this drive that is unexplained or whatever. And I lost mine for a long time, and I just became a person I didn't know. But I just feel good. It feels good to, I feel like I'm finding my way back, you know? So anyway, girls, I'm not about to talk y'all ear off or whatever, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. Let me go ahead and start editing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Good vibration.